back out here with Doug to check out on these bees, and he's going to let us know what we're doing.
Okay, we're going to open up this hive, take a look. We should have some queen cells in here by now. Hopefully they're capped. I don't think it's been long enough for the queen to hatch out, but we're going to take a look and see where we stand. And if we don't find queen cells, we'll have to put a queen in that we already have, that we've raised. Okay, we put this on for the bees to have something to do. Now we have our bees down here in a cluster, which is a pretty good sign. What we're hoping to see is queen cells and some cells that have opened up from the new brood hatching out. So when we do have a queen in here, she'll have some place to lay, because this was so full of brood and honey that there wouldn't have been any place for her to lay.
Sure got that propolised up a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they still got lots of honey here.
Yeah, they do.
That is one heavy. This is all full of stores for this winter. Most of it's capped.
That whole other frame in there is capped already.
Yeah. Now this is, we got a little burr comb here. We'll get rid of that. But, yep. They got her full up. Oh yeah, we got a queen cell there.
Looks like two.
There's one queen cell right there. Looks like we got another one up here.
You point to that bigger one again up there? That one the bees right here.
Right here is another one. And we've had some bees hatch out. So we got some empty cells. So we have some new worker bees here. And their first duty as new bees is to take care of the young. So we will have some new nurse bees here, and hopefully the same time that the queen cell opens and she starts laying eggs, we'll have plenty of nurse bees for them. Okay.
So since there's two queen cells, doesn't the first one to hatch go out and destroy the other ones?
Yes. Probably what would happen, and when the one hatches, she'll sting the other cell and it will kill that one. Sometimes we'll have them hatch pretty close and they'll actually fight. Oh, we've got...
Yeah, they got a lot of queen cells going.
Queen cell here and here. And there's one here, and it looks like there's some larvae in there that hasn't been capped yet. So that one's right there. That one's still open. And we've got quite a bit of brood that's hatched out here, which is good. That's nice. So we'll have, all these are probably mostly new bees. Very pleased with these girls. They're doing a good job. We have more brood to hatch out here. You can see the cap cells. So when the queens do hatch out and we get a queen back in here, we'll have plenty of bees to take care of her.
He's normally used to see him put queen cells down on that end.
Yes, they do, but this happens to be Burr comb. That's a very popular spot for bees to hang that queen cell down. Again, you can see where these have all hatched out. They're cleaning them out, getting ready for the queen to lay in them. Yeah, we've got a lot of new bees here. I don't see any queen cells on this one, but we have enough queen cells. We should have a queen in here without a problem.
Well, it's been 12 days? 13 days?
12 or 13 days, yes. 7. Yeah. Takes 16 days before they hatch out. Add a day before they start a queen cell. So probably about 17 days you'll see a queen hatch out. Then they have to go out and get mated. And sometimes if the weather is poor, they don't go out, I guess. It takes longer. It can be up to 2 weeks before you see a laying queen after they hatch out. So I figure about 30 days. And if you don't see a laying queen in 30 days, you probably have not got a queen coming back. And you'll have to introduce a queen. But everything looks good here.
That's strong. Those are good bees.
Yep, we've got a lot of nice bees here. And everything is on schedule. Oh, there's some more queen cells. 2 more there on the bottom. We should have a good chance for a queen. I hope you can see this. 2 more queen cells there.
Yeah, all that brood hatched.
Yep, and that one's hatched out, so there's a lot of room for a queen when she starts. When you have bees that do such a good job as this, sometimes they fill up the brood and there's no place for the queen to lay. And that is what we call honey-bound. We still got a lot of brood to hatch out in this one. There's another queen cell. I only see the one. We've probably got about 8 queen cells in here.
A lot of honey around that.
Oh, this is really full up. These are good working bees. Now when we did a split, we took the top box off. Got one more to look at. And we put supers on. And that was about, oh, this is heavy.
This do I.
They got their stores. This is really pretty honey.
Filling that up too.
Yep, and they're pulling this filling right up. This cap near the top, and it's looks like it's full of honey that just needs to be dried and capped. Now back to the original hive, we put 2 supers on, and I just checked a short time ago, and those bees have drawn out those 2 supers, and they've got them pretty near full of honey already, and it's only been about 14 days.
You want to explain a super real quick?
Oh, yes, a super, I'm sorry. We use the shallow box, which is
It's a little smaller than this one here.
about half the size of this, because when it's full of honey it gets kind of hefty. It can weigh up to 50 pounds. If we used a deep, it could get up to 100 pounds.
Yeah, they do.
And my man here is vouching for that,
Yeah.
because I make him pick them up.
That's how I started beekeeping. I was the back for the other beekeepers carrying all the boxes.
Yeah, so they do get heavy, so we use the shallows. And I put 2 shallows on that hive, the sister hive to this one. And the queen, the original queen, is still in there. And they have just about filled those 2 supers. is about half capped in 14 days. They are really working bees.
It's amazing that fast.
They,
That's the benefit of not mowing the grass and leaving all that
Yes.
clover grow.
Don't mow your lawns and let that white clover grow, because it makes good honey for the bees.
They haven't done anything up here. They've just been focusing on the brood and making
Yep.
queens.
Making the queens and taking care of the brood. And the ones that are hatching out are nurse bees. So we don't get much flying out of this hive. We don't get much workers going out. They will in about another week. They'll be mature and they will start flying. Then you're going to see this super up here start to fill up with honey, and hopefully we'll have a queen by then. So yes, these guys look very good. I'm very happy with it. Can't wait to see the new queen, because we're so pleased with the other one that this came from. So we'll keep you posted. Hopefully another week we'll see a queen, and we'll be able to give you a shot of her. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.